Princess Diana, Panorama interview was damaging, says Jeffson. Sign up for now and never miss the top stories. Subscribe. When you subscribe, we will use the information you provide to send you these. Sometimes they'll include recommendations for other related newsletters or services. Our privacy notice explains more about how we use your data and your rights. You can unsubscribe at any. Diana's younger son, Prince Harry, and his wife Meghan Markle have just announced that they will be taking part in a 90-minute interview with TV host legend Oprah Winfrey. The announcement has stunned royal spheres, with some asking if the two will reveal what life is really like behind palace walls and why they decided to quit the family last year, subsequently triggering a crisis with. While the Queen is said to have complete faith in Harry and believes he will remain tight-lipped about the individual members of his family, a glance back at previous royal interviews proves they do not always. Diana was interviewed by journalist Martin Bashir for BBC Panorama back in 1995. The now famous program was watched by nearly half of the UK, and is still a prominent part of the family's. When speaking to the BBC, the Princess of Wales revealed the extent of the infidelity in her relationship with Prince Charles, and uttered the now famous line, "There were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit." She also claimed that her then teenage son Prince William should ascend the throne ahead of his father, Charles, even though the Prince of Wales has been the heir apparent since he was 3. The interview has returned to the spotlight recently after allegations that the princess was misled into agreeing to speak so openly with Mr. The BBC is now investigating any wrongdoing more than 25 years later, with the backing of Downing Street, William, discussing the collapse of Charles and Diana's marriage in the Amazon Prime documentary, Serving the S. Inside the Firm. The Princess of Wales' top aide revealed the significance the interview had on the royal. Patrick Jeffson, private secretary to Diana from 1988 to 1996, knew there was likely to be a large public fallout after Charles admitted to the BBC that he had been having a long-term affair with his former flame Camilla Parker. Mr. Jeffson explained that he believed Diana wanted to get her own back on her estranged husband through her own confessional interview, and so attempted to dissuade her. He told the documentary, "The thing that would make her look semi-divine would have been to forgive, publicly hold out a hand of reconciliation to the rest of the family." Yet, the voiceover claimed, Diana was out for vengeance, leading her to secretly record her own BBC interview. And Mr. Jeffson was aghast when he found out, and said, "I would have done anything to get that interview pulled because I felt it was so damaging to her own future and trending. She didn't want me to see it. She didn't want her lawyers to see it. She didn't want anything to be known in advance about it." But, he noted, the art of giving advice is knowing when your advice is not, and then you have to switch to a different art, which is damage control. However, the interview was so astonishing at the time that it led the Queen to force the Prince and Princess of Wales to finalize their divorce. Then, in the divorce settlement, the Queen was sure to include a confidentiality agreement, meaning neither Diana nor Charles could speak about their marriage afterwards. Many of Diana's staff quit their roles, including Press Secretary Geoffrey Crawford, as well. After the interview, the Princess of Wales reportedly came to regret the interview in the years after. Speaking to Sky, royal commentator Jenny Bond claimed, "I asked her years after the interview whether she regret. She told me she didn't regret the interview, but she regretted some of the phrases she used." Diana reportedly told her friends that she also regretted the interview because of the effect it had on her children. Prince William is said to have stopped talking to his mother for a period after the program aired. The results of the BBC investigation into the interview are yet to be revealed.